Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another retro view. My name is Fred, and today's game will be covering Vectorman. Now, Vectorman is a game I loved as a child. I played it quite a bit. This was more so of a game that I played in between my Sonic uh, gameplays, because I was a Sonic addict. But this was a good in between. I love this game. I think this game came out in 1995. And from what, because I haven't played this game since I was a kid. It's just been sitting on the shelf over there. When I decided to play it for today, and man, I gotta say, uh, from right off the jump, this for a 16-bit game, this game holds up. Like the graphics, anyway. It's really impressive. As you can probably see from the footage here, I mean, just from the first stage, you got your vibrant colors, and I should say, speaking of colors, this game, it may have there's no disclaimer on the game itself, but I'll put one up here. There's a lot of flashing lights, especially in the first stage. There's a lot. I'm surprised I didn't have a seizure as a child playing this game. It's insane. And it's only on the first stage from what I've, from my gameplay through here. These flashes because it flashes when you destroy the TV screens, which gives you, power ups or collectibles. And when you destroy these TV screens, it just explodes and there's flashing lights and it just goes nuts. But yeah, only on the first stage from what I've seen. So be wary of that. I'll put a little notice or a text up here to, let you guys know beforehand, because I go through the first stage quickly, but it's still a lot of flashing lights. Other than that, yeah, Vectorman, really good game. Graphics are phenomenal. Again, on the first stage, you can see just the detail, in the background. There's it's scrolling. It's just clouds in the background, but there's multi-layered scrolling going on back there. There's stuff in the foreground and the background. The flags, the animations on the flags is amazing. Those are some really detailed flags. I don't know why someone went in hard on those flags. It's insane. But yeah, I really love the graphics. Vectorman himself, he's just an orb. Well, several orbs. I don't know if they call him an orb bot. Maybe. For some reason, that's what I remember, but I don't know if that's official. But yeah, he's just green orbs. I believe he was a trash man. Okay, let's just start. The story of the game is basically humans have left the Earth and they left all these robots to clean up the Earth with all the toxic waste and whatnot. Something like that. So, on this assembly line thing, one of the robots, I guess there was a malfunction or a glitch, and one of the robots got a nuclear warhead attached to him. So he becomes the main villain because he's tired of servitude and wants to rule the Earth. And basically, when humans come back to the Earth, he's gonna wreak havoc on them with this warhead he has now, and his name becomes Warhead. So he's the main antagonist. And then I guess he takes control of all the robots on the Earth. But Vectorman is out in space delivering sludge. I guess he's throwing it into the sun or dumping it into the sun. So while all this was happening, he was away. So he's not affected by Warhead's mind control. So he's able to resist. And when he gets back, he sees all the nonsense that's happening, and he's going to, make things right and take out Warhead and reset everything, I suppose. Which is all fine and dandy. Straightforward story, which most of these old classic games are. Not bad. But yeah. So you don't really know that much about Vectorman. His main weapon or his main attack is his arm cannon. But I don't know, as a trash unit, why would he have, to blast away trash and whatnot? But yeah, he has an arm cannon. He has the ability to morph. Is another ability. He can morph into several things, like he can morph into a fish, a drill, and all these things that give you an advantage. Did I say fish already? Fish. He can morph into like a little bomb. All kinds of things. Those are the ones that come right off the head. Um, Trying to think. What else? Ah. Oh well. But yeah, he can morph. He has a double jump that comes in handy. And with his double jump, I'm not sure if you get like a invincibility frames, but you can, like when he double jumps, it's like rocket boots. Like you can see the afterburner boost him up, and you can actually use that afterburner thing jets to damage enemies. So I kind of found that out while playing. I found that out when I was a kid, so I remembered I could do that. But yeah, it's a nice little effect. Vectorman does have a health meter. He has 4 or 5 little balls, orbs, and you get hit, takes away 1 damage. So yeah, I'm glad he has a health bar. The enemies in this game, yeah, they're not that bad. They're varied. You have your typical, flying mosquito, insect-like things. You have turrets. The turrets, man, they have pinpoint accurate. Like you barely have time. Well, this is a gripe that I have with the game. I'll get to that later, though. But they do have. They're quite accurate. The turrets, your ground units, and there's landmines, all kind of obstacles to avoid. The platforming's not bad. The double jump helps out a lot. Vectorman does have this little sliding, like when you're moving and you stop moving. It's not heavy, like he doesn't slide like several feet or whatever. But I did notice there's just a little bit of slide when you stop, and that kind of throws me off when playing the game. But it's not too bad. You get used to it once you play the game for a little bit. Let me see what else. Collectibles. So Vectorman, besides his standard arm cannon, he has he can collect different type of guns, a la Contra. So you have your like your machine gun shot. You have your was it spread shot? I call it the bolo cannon, but I don't know if that's what it's called. But it looks like he's throwing bolos, but it's his gun. You have your all these games. You got to have your limited invincibility collectible. You got that. He has a bomb he can morph into that destroys everything on the screen. But then he also has one for his gun. So you get this collectible, and you can you can't shoot. Like the moment you shoot, it just destroys everything. So you want to use that wisely. Well, I guess when you'll figure out when to use it. Most of the time, I don't even know what the collectible looks like, so I'll get it because I'm constantly shooting the gun, and then I'll immediately use it because I didn't know that that was the collectible I was going to get. So yeah, just be wary of that if you decide to play this game. What else? Well, let's get back to Vectorman himself. I drew Vectorman quite a bit when I was a kid. I did like his design, even though he's just a bunch of orbs. And I guess that's the theme of the game. All the robots are kind of orbish. Some of them have bigger, bulkier parts, but for the most part, they have orbs. The animation is very, very good. You would think it'd be difficult to animate, arms and orbs, but they pulled it off very well. It's not that bad. The graphics are really good. I think it's that 3D rendering that they did for Donkey Kong and whatnot. It's not bad for Vectorman. I know I said in a previous video that I didn't care for that type of rendering, but in Vectorman, it's like a mishmash. So it's not that bad. Like Vectorman himself isn't, I don't believe, 3D rendered. He looks just to be, a normal animated sprite. but they did a mix of some of the background and enemy NPCs or whatnot. I think some of them may be 3D rendered, but it's not bad. It's not bad. It holds up till this day. I was very impressed when I booted this game up. I was like, wow, this game still looks really nice. Um, I didn't beat the game for this playthrough or this video. Uh, I was still trying to get used to the game. I think I made it to like level 4, level 5. And most of the levels are pretty good. The level that gave me the most trouble was level 2, which is very strange because I don't know if I guess Vectorman turns into a train that's way it's in the sky. You'll see. It'll be up here. It's weird. Um, and I'm assuming it's Warhead who's like climbing on the rails. Like he's not. It doesn't look like he's trying to attack you. He's just climbing along, and you got things on the sides, like left and right of you, like shooting at you. So you got to dodge these bullets. It's not like a bullet hell, but you can think of it as that. And then you're shooting Warhead's hands to get him to let go of the railing. And it was really difficult for me to do this. It was hard. I think I failed a couple of times. I don't know if you guys can hear that. That's Gizmo again. Andy's outside doing yard work, and I think he wants to go out. So he's crying about it. But he can't go out because he'll be in the way. Because he loves being in the way. He's just gonna keep going. I may have to go and get him. I don't know. He may stop on his own. I might have to go let him out. Are you done in there? Why can't you be like me and just make videos? Like you guys see me. I haven't barked or whined not once since you've seen me. Like, as a fellow dog, I'm pretty embarrassed by his actions. Are you done? I'll take you out later. Or Octavius will, rather. I'm not going to do it. I'm busy. Anyway, back to the show. This might get cut out. I don't know. I lost where I was at. Where was I? What was I talking about? Gosh. Thanks, Giz. Again. Okay. Let's see. What was I don't even remember what I was going over now. Yeah, I think we're talking about, oh yeah, Warhead in the stage. It's a very strange stage. I guess there was another level like that later on. I thought it was a bonus stage, but it was actual level, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, I'll show it on the screen here so you guys can see. It's real. I died a lot on this stage. I kept having to start over from the beginning, like from stage 1, because I don't know, it's not hard, but it kept getting me. Like, I just kept getting shot, and things are, coming from left and right, and you got to dodge his hands. You can jump over his hands, but you're too busy looking at the bullets coming. It's crazy. But anyway, stage 2 is more like a semi-water stage. I died immediately on my first playthrough getting here. I thought you couldn't jump in the water because the first time I jumped in, I died, and I don't know why. So I thought you had to, but I learned you can get into the water. This is where the fish power up comes in, and basically it just helps you swim faster in the water to get through the board. I should mention the stages are timed. Most of them have like a 3 to 5 minute timer on them. You can get additional time through the stage if you find the right TV to destroy, and you get just extended time. It gives you a good amount, like a minute or so. So yeah. So you can't really take your time, but if you know where all the power-ups are, the time clocks, you can give yourself a little bit more leeway. Let's see. not much for the second board. They do have bosses in this game. Most of them, the first boss is just like a little airplane. He's not that bad. Um, I ran into this. I died quite a bit on. I think it's the fourth stage's boss. He's so cheap. Like he just bum rushes you, and then he shoots all. He spews like all these. I don't know, projectiles, and it's a wide range too. Like he just spews. So you got to hit his head and then run away and hope he doesn't hit you. But if you don't shoot it, because you got to shoot him in his head, or he's just gonna bum rush you. Um, so if you don't hit him in his head again right away, right after he spews the projectiles, he's gonna rush you. So if you miss, you can, if depending on how far away you are, you can recover, but you got to jump over him. But as soon as you jump over him, he spews the projectiles. So it's just random projectiles. So you may make it or you may not. Most of the time I did not. I got hit, and for some reason, when you get hit, it's like it drags you down, and then he rushes you. Now the good thing is when you get hit in this game, you do have invincibility frames. Excuse me. So it's not like you take additional damage. He just keeps knocking you back. But if you're in the corner, you're just like in this perpetual stun lock. He's like, what the heck, man? So yeah, some of the boss designs aren't that great. One of the bosses was super easy. Like it's a bear. Well, it's like a bird that's flying and he's shooting stuff at the ground. He just goes across the screen. That dude was real easy. He got me in the first stage because I didn't know he was a boss. Like that's the thing. There's nothing to indicate that these guys are bosses really. Like the music doesn't change. There's no dramatic entrance on most of them. They're just there. So I thought this thing was a normal enemy, and I was like, this thing ain't dying. And then I was like, oh, this is a boss. So I took out the bird after I found out he was a boss, and then I guess a polar bear thing shows up, and he was super easy. I'm like, why is this a boss? You can just stand there and just shoot him in the face. Like he moves across the board slow. He does shoot projectiles, but they're easily dodged, and you can just blast away at him. And he's done. So yeah. So like I said, the boss designs aren't, at least the ones that I've played so far, aren't that great. I was way more impressed with just the graphics in the game, and the game, it plays smooth. Like I'm really impressed by the graphics. Like in the water, the third stage, you can see like the rays of sunshine going through the water and whatnot. I mean, they really did a good job. Whoever, I think it's Blue Sky, developed this. They were really working the graphics card or engine or whatever with this game. They really did a good job. Like when Vectorman shoots his gun, you can actually see the light flash, the shadows on his body, kind of like Earthworm Jim. They did the same. It really is really attention to detail on this game. I'm trying to think what else is there to talk about. That's pretty much it. Like I said, I didn't make it too far in the game. I didn't beat it. I will go back. I don't know if you guys want to see me do playthroughs or post playthroughs of my gameplay. Like I chop it up for these videos, but if you want to see like the entire playthrough, just let me know, I guess, and I guess I can put those up. I don't know if you just want stuff like no commentary or I don't know. I don't really do that kind of thing, but I guess if you guys want to see like more in-depth gameplay, I guess I could do stuff like that. But yeah, just let me know if that's what anyone's interested in. Other than that, yeah. So I'll go ahead right now and just shut my mouth and let you guys look and listen to the gameplay here. And I'm not really decided on the format I want for these videos yet. You probably saw in my previous video, Alone in the Dark, I tried a little format where I just put picture in picture. I put me like in the little corner over here. It was good for that video because I really wanted people to see like the game and how spooky it was. So I don't know if I want to do that for every video. I might just stick with this and just put the picture up here somewhere. But we'll see. You guys let me know what you like most. I'll keep experimenting until I find something that's definite. But yeah, again, sorry, that was a little aside. But yeah, here goes the gameplay. So enjoy. Yeah, I think that's no, the mic's not really working. I know. And these headphones. Why? Look, just relax. And then, all right, guys. So yeah, so that's Vectorman. I know I didn't go over the music. You probably heard me mumbling down there in the corner. But from what I heard when I was playing the music is pretty good, especially the intro. I really like the intro music. Like I might download that and put it on my phone or add it to my playlist. I should say it's really good. I was trying to think of another word, but it didn't come to mind. So, yeah, the rest of the music in the game's not bad either. I don't remember. I can't recall any of it, so I guess that's not good. But I do remember while I was playing it, like it's the music fits the stages. Let's put it that way. I'm trying to think. I can't really think of anything else, so I guess I'll go ahead and close this video out before it gets too long. But I appreciate it, guys. If you made it this far, I really do appreciate it. Thanks for subscribing and liking and all that whatnot. I didn't really mean for this to go this long, really. As you say, if you watched a couple of my first videos, I was created just on a whim. Like Octavius decided to make a puppet because he saw a video, and once I was created, I was like, hey, let's just do some stuff since I'm here. And yeah, it just turned into this. So yeah, like I said, I'm not a professional YouTuber at all. This is all just being done for fun. RetroView is just I don't even know if that name is taken, by like other YouTubers or whatnot, but it's just something I wanted to do. Like I said, I have a lot of video games. It's one of my passions growing up. So I had no real idea on what to do for videos. Essentially, I just started telling old stories of myself. But then I was like, hey, I like video games, and I have a ton of them. And I just started, recording, and I just use Fret or me to basically go over the games. So RetroView is not really an in-depth, review. It's just games I played back in the day as a kid, and I just revisiting them, and just having fond memories of games I used to play. So that's basically it. Just a little explanation for new viewers, or even the current ones, because I never really explained all this. But yeah, again, I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.